Used to the sea, and she comes over to the country, and she's more used to the sea, so she always talks about the sea, and Sarah and Kaylee think she's gonna go back.
What do you suppose Sarah was feeling? She was on the train and headed out to this new family where she might get married. What do you think she was thinking about and feeling?
I think she was probably thinking that it would be kind of neat. It would kind of be, the country would be a little weird for her, but I think in the book tells that she kind of got to like the country, so she wasn't really that, she didn't feel that she was too far away from her home.
But what about her feelings about joining a new family? She'd never seen these people before.
She thought it would probably be nice because her brother was getting married, and she would be lonely, so she saw the advertisement, and she went to the country, and I think she felt very happy because she would be lonely in her house alone.
All right. And how about the new family that she was going to have waiting for her? What do you think they were thinking about, and what were their feelings?
I think they were thinking that it was probably good too, because Caleb's mother, Caleb and Ann, their mother died 3 days after Caleb was born, so they were pretty lonely, and their father was too.
Now let's think about that. When you see the movies and you watch a movie, usually people get married because they like each other a whole lot. But it doesn't seem like they're planning to get married here because they like each other a whole lot at all. That doesn't seem to be the reason. What do you think is going on here?
I think that he put an advertisement to meet a few girls, and I think he got to know Sarah real well, and so they're gonna get married.
Oh, okay. So they did get to know each other well? How?
She came down for at least a month, and she ended up staying. So the book doesn't say about their wedding, but I think they would have gotten married.
She was planning for just 1 month to come?
Yes, but she liked it so much that she decided to stay and get used to the country and the people she was gonna be with.
What about, what if she didn't feel comfortable after 1 month? What would she have done?
She said she would have gone back or something, and she wouldn't have gotten married. She would have just been their maid or something.
But is it really possible to get to know someone well in 1 month?
No, but she stayed extra. She didn't go back. She stayed for a long time.
So when she went there, she had a lot of things to get used to. What were all the things you think she had to get used to?
I think since she was so close to the water, she had to get used to having to walk a little while in the hot sun, and then have to go swim in a little lake, not a big sea like she was used to.
But she also had to get used to children.
Yeah, she had to get
How
used.
difficult is that?
It kind of was hard for her, but it didn't seem like it was too hard because the kids weren't good. They weren't bad for her. So.
You mean they didn't make any trouble? They didn't mess up the house or anything?
They were very happy that someone would come.
What about their father? She had to get used to him also. Was he friendly or nice to her?
He was very friendly. And he was nice to her also. So.
How realistic of a story was this? I mean, is this something that, do you think this would or would not happen today?
I think it wouldn't happen today.
It wouldn't? Why not?
Because it's mostly about a long time ago when they had a horse and carriage, and because they I think because
Well, why do you think they advertised in those days for a wife or a husband?
Because there was no one really around close to them, so they'd have to advertise because everybody would get the newspaper and then they'd come and get to know each other and then get married.
Weren't the children afraid maybe that Sarah, before she got there, they might have been thinking she might be mean and not like their mother at all?
Yes, they were thinking that too, but I think mostly they were thinking about how fun it would be to have another lady in the house with a mother.
Would you recommend this book to someone else to read?
Yes.
What would you say about this book? What would you tell them why they should read it?
I would tell them that it was a good book. It tells you a lot of things about how they used to do things a long time ago, and it tells about having to get used to a lot of things, and it tells you that you shouldn't be scared.
Don't get in front of it.
I read the book Jet Getaway, and well, there was one called Escape from a Great White Shark. So I decided I'd do this. So I used tongue depressors as bars of a shark cage, like as if you were diving. You see the shark that bit tore up the man. And I made the shark, and I tried to make it better in 3D, but it's the best I could do.
What did you make that out of?
This was a toilet paper roll, and this was a styrofoam. We just cut it to look like teeth and stapled it in.
Oh, that's neat. I like that a lot.
Open it up, and when you open it, it has the inside of the vulture with his intestines and everything inside of it. But they did a neat job with it. I thought that was unique, the way they set that up.
That's really
Their
nice.
vultures. This reading program, it's taken me a couple of years to kind of get a handle on what I'm doing, and I still have room for improvement. But our school system uses an ESN grading system, and so this makes it really easy for us to use this type of reading program. We don't have to give a numerical grade for it, so that in itself helps us a lot. In conferencing with parents or talking with parents at the beginning of the year, we have an open house, and I explain to the parents what we are doing in our reading program, and let them know what their children will be doing in the program. As the children read their books and set up conferences with me, I keep a log, a page on pages as it is now, on each student, and I write down the date that they conferenced with me, the title of the book, and then I put little notes on the side if they're having problems with any specific decoding skills, if they're having problems with character analysis or any of the things that I think that they need work on, or anything that they have done exceptionally well, I'll note and in the side. And then if I have a group of students that I find have the same type problem, I'll pull them together and we'll talk about the problems, and I'll try to help them find some ways to solve them.
So you feel you have more information that you can share with parents about their children?
I really do. I can't begin to tell anyone how much more you know about the child. I can tell the parent their child individually is having trouble in this specific area, and even give them some ideas about things they can do to help them with those things.
What would you say about motivation in your room, about how well these kids read?
We can miss anything during the day but reading. The students love to read. They just read all the time. They take reading books to lunch with them. They take reading books when we go for a bathroom break. I've seen them sitting in the hallway reading a book that they're particularly interested in. And you could ask anyone in here if they love to read, and they do. They feel really good.